The governor was the main invitee, but to the great disappointment of senators, she let the speaker know she'd be off island and wouldn't be attending, and in an amended letter late yesterday, wrote that the lieutenant governor wouldn't be there either. But Attorney General Douglas Moylan was on hand, and he explained the main reason why he rejected the deal.
I think that it doesn't matter what bells or whistles you put on the lease, it requires money. And that was the most important and glaring problem with this lease, is that it required your participation. Because the appropriations clause of the Organic Act clearly requires that before the taxpayers are bound by any obligation, especially an obligation as expensive and as long as this obligation, that the legislature be involved.
Meanwhile, the message from lawmakers has been they all want a hospital, but it's not something the governor should be doing on her own. Speaker Therese Terlaje.
I am really trying my hardest. We want a hospital. We want it to be built immediately. We closed our eyes a little bit when we approved this financing. I don't think previous legislatures would have been as generous as us.
And many in the legislature remain skeptical about who's getting the better end of the deal. For example, Speaker Terlaje says, what if it was reversed and the military would be the one to build the hospital?
We will promise to be their patients. In fact, we can lease them our land, and they can pay us the lease payments, and then we will lease it even cheaper than $1 million a year, right?
Exactly.
And they build that hospital for us, and we will promise to be their patients. That's the deal. That's the deal that we are being faced with, and I feel like if you flip that over, it's ridiculous.
And with just 5 days left till the Admiral's extended deadline of April 30th, Moylan shed light on what the administration's next move might be, which is to take the entire matter to court.
I don't think any petitioner or plaintiff in the court system is going to have an easy time getting this document approved, given the amount of money involved and the time that the lease would be binding an entire people, which is in this case the people of Guam.
Nestor Lecanto, KUAM News.